In the next 3 tutorials, we're going to be looking at elastic and inelastic collisions. Now, let's discuss what elastic collisions are. An elastic collision is a collision where the total momentum and total energy are both conserved. So, for elastic collisions, there are two things that are conserved here. We have the total momentum and the total energy. Total kinetic energy before collision is equal to total kinetic energy after collision, meaning that the total kinetic energy is conserved. So we're saying here total initial kinetic energy is equal to the total final kinetic energy. Right? Remember, kinetic energy is the energy that an object possesses because it is in motion, and then the formula is half mv squared. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv squared, where m is the mass in kilograms and velocity is in meters per second. So consider two balls rolling towards each other and colliding. Right now, these are the two balls before they collide. What will be the total initial kinetic energy? So it's going to be total initial kinetic energy is equal to half mv squared. M for ball A, and then the initial velocity for ball A. Then plus half the mass for B times the initial velocity for B squared. So this is the total initial kinetic energy. The total kinetic energy after collision is going to be the total final kinetic energy, half ma, but now final velocity of A squared, plus half mb times final velocity of ball B squared. This is the total final kinetic energy. And then we're saying that for elastic collisions, the total initial kinetic energy is equal to the total final kinetic energy. Therefore, half mavi A squared plus half mb vib squared is equal to, right, first one, this is the total initial kinetic energy is equal to the total final kinetic energy. So it's half m a final velocity of A squared plus half B final velocity of B squared. So this is the total final kinetic energy, right? And remember, we said for elastic collisions, both the kinetic energy and momentum are conserved. And remember, momentum is also conserved. So ma via plus mb vib, this is the total initial momentum, is equal to the total final momentum. For elastic collisions, colliding objects are not deformed. They do not lose their shape. Colliding objects are not deformed. They do not lose their shape. And then objects cannot combine after collisions. If the objects collide elastically, then the objects cannot combine after the collisions. No energy is lost to the environment or transferred to other forms of energy. So no energy is converted to heat or sound during a collision. That is for elastic collisions. And then momentum is conserved. We've talked about that. And also kinetic energy is conserved. Remember these points. These are for elastic collisions.